With A it's delightful, it's delicious, it's DeVito. Hollywood you Danny DeVito has a spoon hanging off his nose. He's trying to impress the beautiful woman having dinner at the next table at Craig's, the Hollywood clubhouse. And it's working, but a mere utensil is not enough to hold Jennifer Lopez's attention for long. Soon, when I meet up with Mr. DeVito for an interview the next night at the Palm, he explains that he was not trying to come between J-Rod. No, she had her eyes glued to him, Mr. DeVito says, laughing. But I think she's really rough, Mr. DeVito crows to me about his TV girlfriend, bragging that they have sex in a dumpster. I like a little bit. Frank is in a pantheon of delicious vulgar Ians played by Mr. DeVito, characters who compress the 7 deadly sins into one compact package, yet somehow still charm. A native of Asbury Park, NJ, Mr. DeVito became a TV star in 1978 as Louis De Palma, the lewd, loud taxi dispatcher, for 5 seasons in Taxi, and this year will begin filming his 13th season as the lewd, loud Frank in It's Always Sunny. Tinseltown's Tiny Terror, as Time once nicknamed him, he has called himself the 5 Feet Guy, has also had an extraordinarily long, successful career as a producer, director, and actor in indies and big-budget films, most recently as Max Medici in Tim Burton's Dumbo, a reimagining of the 1941 Disney classic, which opens next week. Danny's just got a good Fellini-esque spirit about him that makes you want to be around him, says Mr. Burton, who has directed the DeVito trilogy of the actor as top-hatted ringmasters in Batman Returns, Big Fish, and now Dumbo. Mr. Burton said, Michael Keaton, who has a dastardly turn in Dumbo as an arch-capitalist, says he marveled that when Mr. DeVito played Oswald Cobblepot, better known as the Penguin, in the 1992 film Batman Returns, he created an entire garden outside his trailer, with beautiful hedges, potted plants, a chair, and a table for water, where he presided, doing his Danny thing, his Jersey funny, irreverent thing. Robert De Niro, who met Mr. DeVito in an equity picket line in the rain at a theater in the Village when they were in their mid-20s, admired his fellow Italian so much that he called to ask him for tips before he directed A Bronx Tale. Basically, Mr. De Niro tells me, Mr. DeVito's advice boiled down to don't worry. Pioneering meme lord. Mr. DeVito says his older sisters, Angie and Teresa, filled him with self-esteem. Angie brought him in. They loved me, yeah, he says. They treated me like. Mr. DeVito has been nude on film twice, once in Big Fish, when his ringmaster turns from a werewolf back into a man, and once on Always Sunny, when he busts out of a leather couch he's hiding in looking like a greased-up halibut. I am no Willem Dafoe, he says blithely, but I am not shy about taking my clothes off. I tell him about a young guy in Boston who is such a big fan that he bought a 1996 Chevy Lumina van and named it Vanny DeVito. He tattooed it on. He's unfazed. Oh, yeah, you know, I did a movie called The Van one time. It was like a low but he was a pioneering meme lord with his troll foot, pictures of his right foot out and about from moments of repose, drinking wine on the beach, to painted in rainbow colors to match his feather boa on a float at the Los Angeles Pride Parade last year. My first tweet was "My nuts are on fire," he recalls. And then what am I Mr. DeVito has been in many great movies. L.A. Confidential, I tell him that Dumbo is well-timed for a Trump era, when the circus, clown, and elephant in the room metaphors are flying fast and thick. Mr. DeVito, who likes to listen to Democracy Now! And is reading Democracy in Chains, The Deep History of the Radical Right's Stealth Plan for America, says he will campaign for Bernie Sanders, as he did in 2016, and that he'd like to see him run with Tulsi Gabbard. We got to take a big breath and move on and get out of this muck and mire. I don't wish many liberals in the Twitter sphere regard Mr. DeVito's succinct 2013 tweet as certified platinum Antonin Scalia retire bitch. Even more we're all suffragettes. I wonder if kids ever get scared if they see him on the street and realize he's the really mean dad from Matilda. No, it's cool, he says. The mother usually, he says playing the penguin was the biggest kick, even though a monkey went wild on the set, leapt at my balls and grabbed me. It was the scariest. Other than that, he recalls, it was a lot of fun. You got to put all. He is very relieved that the monkey in Dumbo is CGI. I get to see everybody, he says. I see Ria. He said he hasn't checked out Tinder, adding dryly, I rely on the kindness of strangers. He seems carefree. Asked about the net, I am just looking for a good story, he says. And a good book. I have nothing to say about Green Book and Black KK Klansman, he says. But I do know that I ask Mr. DeVito, father to 2 daughters and a son, if Hollywood has changed in the wake of Me Too. The only thing I can say is I've talked to women about this and what I come away with is 4 words: women must be heard. That's my mantra. Are studio moguls just waiting to resume their bad old ways when the umbrage abates? Well, we're all suffragettes, he says. We got to get women. Mr. DeVito produced and acted in Man on the Moon with Jim Carrey, about the late comedian Andy Kaufman, who played Lotka Gravis on Taxi. He recalls the day, I actually thought, in hindsight, that Andy was having us on. Now that I know he says the best way to thrive in Hollywood is to not focus on all the jerks and talentless hacks and insecurities. It's like going through the jungle, he says. You hear all the sound. Before we go, Mr. DeVito takes a stab at teaching me how to hang a spoon on my nose. Clean it off first. I tell him that I'll probably see him out on the road with Bernie Sanders. Hell be the tall one, Mr. DeVito says, and jauntily waves goodbye. Gallery surprising careers celebrities had before they were famous. Love money.
Raindrop, drip, drop top, top smoking, no cooking the hot bar. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that.